to the Philadelphia Phillies for a couple of minor league pitchers by the names of Andrew Baldwin and Andrew Barb. Baldwin and Barb both from the Northwest. One is from Redmond and the other one from Corvallis, Oregon. So Jamie Moyer heading to the Philadelphia Phillies while the Mariners get two minor league pitchers in that deal. The Angels win 9-7. Let's go back to our FSN Live studios. Dick Cameron and Bill.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. So Jamie Moyer is going to the Phillies, a team that's in the wild card hunt. They get a couple of Andrews, Barb and Baldwin. What do we know about these two kids that we acquired?
Well, they're both in A-ball. One's in low A, one's in the Florida State League. Andrew Barb is, I think, the big prospect in this deal. 71 strikeouts, 60 2/3 innings. He set a saves record for his club in Lakewood. Yeah, he's a serious prospect. The Phillies look at him as a closer for the future. So the Mariners obviously got a good arm there. Andrew Baldwin, not as good in numbers, pitching as a starter in a little stronger league, the Florida State League. But I think what's important there, 22 walks in 146 innings pitched. He's got great command, 6'5", 215 pounds, good body. So I think what you've got here is two guys that are going to pencil out to be good prospects a couple years away, probably.
And let's not put any pressure on these guys. No one's going to replace Jamie Moyer, of course. We're just trying to get something. Now, Bill Bavasi in Anaheim with the club today, and during the game, right after the trade was announced, the MGM talked about how difficult it was trading away a Mariner icon.
It's not a thrill, I'll tell you that. You know, he's meant a lot to this franchise, meant a lot to the community. From, I think, a non-baseball point of view, I don't know why he wouldn't still mean a lot to the community. So there's nothing to say except that he has obviously done a great job for the organization, and on behalf of everybody in the organization, not just for myself, we wish him a lot of luck.
And to reiterate, Jamie had to approve this.
That's correct.
What does the Mariners get in return, and what did you like about this trade?
We ended up getting two minor league pitching prospects. That's something we are always looking for. And one probably profiles best in a rotation. One probably profiles best in a bullpen. In a deal like this, you end up looking through names real fast. And we think that our scouts did a real good job getting a lot of information already into the system. Lee and I made a lot of calls to our guys, and so we feel we have good information on these guys. And we ended up making a fair deal, a deal that didn't drag this thing out. We're happy with the guys we got, and the Phillies are happy with getting Jamie over there.
How do you anticipate this may affect the team for the rest of this season?
Well, obviously with what we've done in making some moves in the rotation, this is going to give two young guys an opportunity in the rotation.
Do you know who those are?
No, one is. It's Woods.
How do you anticipate this could affect the clubhouse?
I have no idea. I think the performance of the club is why we went out and got Eddie Perez. And at this time of year, when you do something like this, you're still trying to do two things. You're trying to win, and you're trying to make sure you set yourself up for the following year. Right now we're committed to a lot of players at a lot of positions. Probably we look at center field and starting pitching as things we have to shore up next year. But our situation is we've got a potential for 3 openings in the rotation, so we better start looking at some people now and trying to win some games right now.
When you make a move like this with a player of Jamie's stature, do you have to handle it in a more sensitive way around the clubhouse in terms of announcing it?
No, I think with any player, they're all human beings down there, so we're pretty sensitive to all of them.
Which of the players profiles as a starter?
Baldwin.
And then how much of this trade was about Jamie maybe wanting to be in a different situation, or about the prospects you're going to get? How would you say the motivation was?
Probably. I mean, I don't know what the percentages were as far as getting prospects and taking a look at younger guys in the rotation here. I'd love to tell you that taking care of Jamie was a high priority. It wasn't. Our job is to take care of the Seattle Mariners. So the fact that he's getting to go to a club like Philadelphia a couple of games back in the wild card is a great thing. We are really happy for him. But we always take care of ourselves in these things.
Did we have that thing covered or what? We had 2 FSN mics in that. It's tough to say goodbye to Jamie, of course. Bill, with Moyer gone now, what's it mean for the rotation this year and next? Because the guys we got in return, they're still a couple years away.
Yeah, that's a good point. It can't really make the team better at this point. Of course, they're in a serious skid. They've really fallen out of contention, really no chance to make the playoffs. So from that standpoint, you're trying to look at other people. The Mariners had a little bit of a roster snag, so they needed to be able to maneuver. You've got Chason Beck and Crusetta, who's leading the PCL in strikeouts, both down in AAA, having good years. Obviously, one of those guys is going to get the call. And there's going to be a real opportunity to sort of audition yourself for next year. This in no way helps the team. Jamie Moyer goes someplace where he's got a chance to pitch for something. Does that mean that he's not coming back to Seattle? As I look at this thing, sure, on paper it says he's a free agent, he can come back, but I think he's gone. I think this was the end for Jamie Moyer, and what a fabulous career he's had. 145 wins, 87 losses, a 3.97, 220-win seasons. An incredible story of a guy that looked to be a journeyman at 33, and in 10 years plus of work, put up phenomenal numbers and did it because of hard work and a fabulous changeup. It's an unbelievable story what he's done. He's not done pitching. The more gas in the tank, all those games they didn't score for him. The Phillies know that. Pat Gillick knows that. I think they look at Jamie Moyer as someone that helps him this year and then, again, helps him maybe in the future because I think they'd like to sign him. The Mariners, obviously, as Bill Bavasi pointed out, they have potentially 3 holes in that rotation. That's a lot to cover. So I think this definitely doesn't help them now, and who knows how this is going to pan out this year and next year.
All right, Bill, thanks. Now, coming up, we'll have a clubhouse reaction about the Jamie Moyer trade. Plus, we'll hear from Jamie himself. Last month, he sat down with us to talk about his 10 years in Seattle. We've got the interview, and you'll hear that coming up later in the show. But right now, let's talk a little NFL. This